Coach, first few questions are for you. How are you and your staff approaching the start of the 2024 season after putting together one of the most successful two-year stretches in program history with a combined mark of 21-2 during that time frame? What areas do you believe will be the strength of your team heading into the 2024 season?
Yeah, I think it's similar to what you've heard a lot of these coaches up here already say. It's always finding ways to get better. I think the most important thing, and we talked about it a lot in the offseason, honestly, even before last season, is just not being complacent, not resting on our laurels. Nostalgia is a big enemy. So just any way for us to get better. We talked a lot as a staff about player development, whether that be in the weight room, spring ball, individual development, schematic development. How do we practice? How can we get better? Always looking at just those small ways. Obviously, we're proud of a great foundation, but at the same time, if we sit back and just look back at what we have done in the past, we'll get caught, just like some of these other coaches up here have said. So I do think one of the strengths that we're really fortunate, and Coach Sirianni hit on it, I mean, everybody's bringing everybody back. So an easy thing to say is, we could talk about, all the fifth-year seniors we have coming back and senior leadership and starters and all that. And I do think that those things are important. One thing that I really took from our off season before we started spring ball was just the attention to detail, how our guys were leading in the weight room and taking ownership. That's actually one of my favorite times of the year where we do kind of separate a little bit and let them create that leadership within the program. Because if they can't do it, at some point you hold their hand all year long, it gets hard for them in those tough moments to take over. So I was really proud of where we were at from a physical standpoint going into spring ball, and then thought we had a really nice spring, but definitely the leadership was a big reason for that, and this guy next to me is one of those guys.
Besides success on the gridiron, the Tartans continue to excel off the field as well in 2023 with a team GPA of 3.51 and 3 players being selected by the College Sports Communicators as academic All-Americans, running the program total to 69, the most in Division III and second among all of college football across all divisions in the NCAA as well as the NAIA. What does this mean to the program?
It means everything. I mean, it's truly why we're here. We're here, they're student athletes. We want them to be successful in everything that they do. If you are an academic All-American, you get your plaque on the wall in our Hall of Fame for the rest of eternity. That's not the case with a football playing All-American. We do honor them in a different way, but that is our pinnacle. I'm extremely proud of the success that we've had. CMU is obviously a challenging place academically. It's challenging to get in. It's challenging when you're there. But our guys are up for that challenge. They love being great in both, and we're really proud of that. And I think that it's something that we say in our program a lot is we don't use academics as an excuse. It's why I'm there. It's why Logan came. It's why every recruit comes. It's that ability to study at CMU. So we'll never use it as an excuse, but really proud that we compete in that way as well, not just on the gridiron, but also in the classroom to be the best we can be.
Talk a little bit about your player representative, Lady Logan Young, and the importance he has on your defense, as well as the other 6 returning starting fifth-year players with 4 of them on the defensive side.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing testament to the culture of the guys within the program that they want to come back. Logan graduated last year with his bachelor's in mechanical engineering, a minor in biomedical engineering. He's already got a job offer. Very easy for him to just say, hey, I'm going to go make money, but to come back and get his master's in mechanical engineering is a huge deal. And, really proud of all the guys that are coming back, all 7 of them. They're great players. They're great students. I think it shows yet again just the buy-in that we have in the program, and that's the guys. That's them bringing that together. They want to come back and take another run at this thing. And not, see football go away. And similar to what we've heard from some of the student athletes that are fifth years here as well. This is a unique thing. There's nothing like it. Coach Benzel said it. There's nothing like this. When this is over, you cannot replicate this. And so really proud of having those guys. And, Logan in particular, walking splash play. We joke about it all the time. He's got 10 interceptions in the last 3 years. He's had pick sixes. He's either tied or led our team in interceptions the last 2 years. He's everywhere. He gets sacks. He plays safety. He plays outside linebacker. He moves an inside linebacker in sub-packaging. There isn't anything we can't put on this guy's plate that he can't execute at a high level, and a big reason why we've had the success we've had on defense.
So we've touched on success on the field, success in the classroom, and success with your student athletes. At the conclusion of last season, Carnegie, your defensive coordinator, Ben Gibney, was named the NCAA Division III American Football Coaches Association Assistant Coach of the Year. What does that honor mean to your program?
Yeah, I think if you could be in that room and see just the way the players reacted when we made that announcement, that would tell you everything you need to know. Coach Sirianni mentioned it. They play 100% all the time, every play, practice, games, mentally in the classroom. For him, he is one of the best motivators I've ever met in college football. It is extraordinary what he is able to put on our guys' plate and what they execute. And I think it's a testament to the work he's done. But that award isn't just the X's and O's. It's not just the defensive accolades. He leads get in the game, be the match for us. We have over 200 people who have gotten into that registry. We have a player who's already matched to help save someone's life in 2 years, and he took that all on himself. I firmly believe he will be a head coach and a great head coach at that, and I was very proud that he was able to win that award. And when I called Coach Lackner, who had hired him, to tell him that news before we made that announcement public, he echoed all those exact same sentiments of what an unbelievable person and coach he is.
Thank you, Coach. And now, Logan, a few questions for you. Can you touch on the decision that made you decide to return for a fifth year, as well as the importance of having 6 others join you, returning for another year with the Tartans?
Yeah, I mean, for myself, I thought it was a pretty easy decision, being able to come back to school for one more year to get my master's in engineering and getting the opportunity to play football one last time. You know, it's a pretty hard opportunity to pass up on. And then with having all those other guys coming back with me, you know, it just really means a lot. We've been through together so much these past 4 years, and I'm just really grateful to get another opportunity to take the field with them and get after the season together.
What is the level of focus and attitude heading into the 2024 season following spring practice and off-season workouts?
Yeah, I think the focus is laser sharp heading into this season. I felt like we had a very strong spring with the lifts and practices, and we just want to make sure we carry that momentum over into camp and don't become complacent. I think the focus is just taking it one day at a time and working on getting better each day and not overlooking and seeing what's in the future. It's easy to look far down the line, but we just want to make sure that we stay in the moment, take it one day, one practice, one game at a time, and everything else will take care of itself.
Coach referenced how you're known for making splash plays, and last season you were second on the team in tackles behind 6-time All-American Robert Corey, while tied for the team lead in interceptions over the last 2 seasons, while being one of the tops in the PAC in picks. How are you planning individually to build off the success that you've had in the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I wanted to work on for this upcoming season was my leadership skills. We're so grateful to have so many great leaders throughout our program, whether that's players or coaches, and each of them has their own different style, which has been something very beneficial for me to see how, you know, there's not just one right way to be a leader. There's so many different ways that you can go about it and be effective. So that's something I'm looking forward to getting into the season, is developing my leadership skills and refining those skills throughout the season.
Final question, what does being a Carnegie Mellon University football player mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it means the world to me. I say it all the time. Coming to Carnegie Mellon to play football was one of the best decisions I've ever made. There's a strong sense of brotherhood and family, and you know, we all do really get along with each other and want to see each other succeed. And then on top of that, we're all super competitive, whether that's on the field or in the classroom. We always give everything we have to whatever it is and never really settle for second best. And you know, I think that's something that's really helped me become a better man, is being at a school like Carnegie Mellon and being surrounded by great individuals. And you know, it's been, you know, I'm very grateful for the opportunity I've had here.
Okay. Thank you, Logan, and thanks again to Coach Larson. Carnegie Mellon will begin the 2024 season on September 7th at Teal College. Once again, Carnegie Mellon University head coach Ryan Larson and graduate student linebacker Logan Young.